guys, welcome back. So today is a foundation review that I am beyond excited for right now, and it is the Rihanna Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'R Soft Matte Foundation. You guys, I was not playing when I was like, okay, this launches in stores the same day as Sephora. I'll be there. I was not playing any games. So a little bit of backstory about this foundation if you want to know a little bit more about it. I know there's quite a bit of few reviews out there now, but I just want to make sure that it's very detailed just in case you do not know anything about this foundation. It is the ultimate photo filter in foundation form. It gives the skin instantly smooth, pure diffused shine. It's a shine-free finish that easily builds medium to full coverage. So you can make this foundation as sheer as you want, and you can make this foundation buildable. You can make the foundation as sheer as you want, or you can make the foundation as buildable as you want. So if you really want to go for that full coverage look, then you can do it. If you're just doing it for just a soft touch-up, you can have a sheer look with that as well. It is oil-free, made with climate adaptive technology that's resistant to sweat and humidity and will not clog the pores, which is awesome. And it is long wearing, light as air texture, and undetectable on the skin. And honey, let's not even go into say that Riri had 40 shades. Dude, that was the thing that really made me want to try the sign, because this woman made 40 shades, a shade for everybody. And I just wanted to say, for all the makeup brands who've been in the business for decades or for even 10 years or whatever, by this time you should be able to have a shade for everybody. And there is no excuse that Rihanna could come out with a shade within a few years of creating her cosmetic line, and you've been in the game for decades and you have not. So to us, it just really goes to show now that you're very proving who you just do not want your market to gear towards. And yes, that was shade. This foundation retails for $34, which is another reason why I really wanted to try it, because it's $34. Like, that's not bad. That's super affordable. And I mean, I had to give it a try. So let's go ahead and get into seeing how I like it, my first impression. So I got the shade in 420, and the shades pretty much range from cool, warm, neutral, and then some of them have like a warm peach. And I really wanted to make sure that I swatched a lot of colors when I went in store to try this out, because they actually oxidize very dark. But what they say on the website is that the color isn't fully complete until the formula is dry. So a lot of times we'll like pump it and we'll swatch it and say, oh yeah, this is my shade, but it's not fully dry. And what would happen as the foundation was starting to dry and starting to set, some of the colors would look a lot deeper, and they would appear a lot deeper than what they did maybe 30 seconds to a minute before what you swatched. So if you are very skeptical about finding a shade, I highly recommend you go into Sephora to try it. I think 420 is more of a neutral tone. She had a warm, cool, and a neutral in the 400 range. That was kind of the ones that I was swatching out. The warm was way too red. The cool, I just knew I'm not a cool undertone, so I just knew it wasn't gonna match me. And the 420, the neutral, matched my skin absolutely perfect. So if you got online and you know, or you just kind of swatched or saw swatches and you could, you know, kind of determine, that's kind of how I did the night before when I saw the launch. I kind of knew I was the shade 420, but I still wanted to make sure I tried. And also on the website, they say that if you're ever hesitant about what shade to choose, and maybe you have like 1 or 2 shades swatched on your hand, choose the lighter one, because it's always going to oxidize deeper. So let's go ahead and give this bad boy a shake. It says shake well before using, and also this is cruelty free too, just in case anyone didn't know. So I didn't get the primer. I'm not gonna put a primer on, but let's just shake this up. It says 1 to 2 pumps. I don't do 1 to 2 pumps, but we'll see. My skin is nice and hydrated. Now you guys typically know I don't wear matte foundations too much, but this is a soft matte. And if you aren't familiar with what a soft matte is just going to be, it's going to be mattifying, but it's not going to give the face the appearance of dullness and flat. You're still going to have some type of natural radiance onto the face. So you're not going to be like super dry matte and like have no shine. Like, well, I guess this doesn't have shine, but you know when you wear a really, really matte foundation and your face just looks flat and lifeless. Soft mattes like don't do that because they still maintain some type of natural radiance. Okay. This is the shade 420. Once again, this is not set, but I know that this works for me. It's a very neutral undertone. And so, I'm just gonna, maybe I should just use a sponge. That might be a little smarter. Yeah, 2 pumps didn't work for me, dog. So, like, how's everybody been? I know I haven't really done a foundation review in a while, but like, how are you guys? Like, seriously. I know I haven't posted, but if you guys haven't checked and if you guys don't follow me on social media, I officially launched my blog. And I'll make sure I link all that below and tell you guys that later, but yeah, I officially launched my blog. Hey, this is like kind of cute. Look at my skin right now. Ooh, okay, Riri. Okay. I like to build my coverage under my eyes and under my mouth a bit more than what I do in the rest of my face, because I don't wear concealer all the time. So this is the look so far. This finish, it looks very, very natural, like what you would look like just in an everyday basis. Like, it almost is like you don't even need powder with it. I'm like starting to be skeptical. Do I even want to put like setting powder on here? Let me make sure my neck is good. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical right now if this is just a little warm, and this is supposed to be neutral, and everything seemed cool when I was in Sephora. But this is a first impression of it on my face, like all over, so we're gonna see. So I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on for the day, and then I'm gonna see how this all looks coming together. I don't know why this hand is so extra right now, this little idle hand. But for real though, like, look at this up close. And like, look at just, I mean, of course my skin was really hydrated before, you know, so it's gonna have radiance from that, but you see how it just kind of took a lot of that shine away, but still my skin kind of maintains that like really healthy glow. Dude, this is like, this is really cute. I think I would actually be confident wearing this in the wintertime too. Like, look at that. I think I'm gonna try her contour 6 next too. Like, look at this, close up. Dude. Can you see this? This is the gloss, and I use my True Brown K lip liner. Honey. Ooh, do you see this? Okay, so the time is now 1, and I'm going to be heading out, and I won't be home for another couple of hours. And I will be back to tell you how long wearing, or how this bad boy is wearing. The weather is pretty moderate. I think it's like 68 degrees out, maybe 70 or so. Sunshine, no rain. So we're just kind of gonna see how this little bad boy wears out. But so far, do you see this? Alrighty, you guys, so let me go ahead and get my life together, and I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, it's time to get into some final thoughts. So it has been maybe about 5.5, maybe 6 hours. It's what, 6:41. And I've, you know, changed up, ran errands, been outside, been inside. And you guys, the funny thing is I didn't even set my foundation. I put concealer under my eyes here, just kind of in like the triangle part of the inside of my face. And I just set a little bit with my, what's this brush? This is my setting brush from Real Techniques, and I just set under my eyes. So none of the rest of my face like got powder. I did not set my face with powder at all. And this is still my face. My foundation has not moved. I have touched, like, my skin still feels amazing. Of course, like, you're gonna get a little bit of foundation in your fingers, but honestly, it's like not even a lot. I need to think if you can you focus on me? Can you see that? Just a little bit. I mean, but that's not a lot compared to like what you typically can get. But I can say, for this to be a matte foundation, a soft matte on top of that, I really do think I'm obsessed, and I really do think that I will continue wearing this. I have to manipulate the formula just a little bit just by hydrating my skin intensively, only because my skin is a little bit more normal to dry than some people, and especially living in a cooler especially living in a cooler climate. I'm a lot more conscious of my skin and my skin type and just it being cold, so that's why I tend to go towards more luminous and dewy like foundations. But this soft matte, like, I got so many compliments on my foundation today, and I even had people ask me like, do you even have foundation on? It's like so lightweight, and I was a little skeptical about the color. Once again, I was the color 420. And I was a little bit nervous that it was gonna get a little bit warm, because when I first applied it, it was just a little bit warm. But I mean, what I've learned, my neck is like a little bit lighter than my body. I have a birthmark all over my body, so my neck is just a little bit lighter. So like, that's sometimes why I'm like, oh honey, let me see this little transition here. So I was a little nervous about that, but it has not moved. I have not set it with anything besides under my eyes once again. And it's just like all of my total vibes of what I've been feeling. Like, I have not been feeling the cake face foundation. I have not been like into, what is it? Just heavy makeup. Like, I've been just more so on a very natural kick. And this foundation is probably everything that I've needed in a foundation. It's a very nice natural radiance, but it's not too oily, super greasy. It's not super matte and flat and dry. And this foundation literally can be worn by everybody. And I know one thing that a lot of people were a little bit skeptical on was the finish, and saying, oh, it's probably gonna be a little bit more too dry. And personally, coming from somebody whose skin is more dry and who does not wear matte foundations, you guys, like, this foundation is legit. I mean, once again, it's all about personal preference. And honestly, I'm giving you guys the God's honest truth. Like, I love Rihanna and I support her, but if this foundation was trash, I tell you, I'm like, you know, like, I have no problem saying like, you know what, this isn't for me. I just don't like it. But you guys, it's totally everything that I have been wanting and more within a foundation. And I am obsessed. Like, I'm so excited. I can't wait to go get her contour sticks, and I have her gloss on. My liner and stuff kind of went away, you know, that happens. Got a long day when you eat and drink stuff, you know. But you guys, I don't think I have a whole bunch to say. I really do want to purchase more from this line. I'm excited to see so much more from Rihanna and Fenty Beauty. I'm obsessed with this foundation. Like, I think that everybody should go try this foundation. For one, because Rihanna is bae. That's first and foremost. Two, I just think it's awesome and it's great for all skin types. And I think that it's not too oily, it's not greasy. The coverage, like, it covers so well with just so little. So I really don't have too much more to say about the foundation besides the fact that I love it, I recommend it. And the good news, I have officially launched my blog, A Bundle of Brit, where I'm gonna be a little bit more descriptive and a little bit more consistent. It's harder for me to be consistent here on YouTube. Filming videos is time consuming. It is, and editing videos is even more time consuming, and I want to make sure that I get something out to you guys more consistent, more often. I would do it on Instagram, but Instagram is just not the platform in the way that I want to do it. I do it in some ways, but a bundle of Brit.com. I'll make sure that I link it all below. Make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. I am gonna be trying to do big things here with my blog. I'm very, very excited. It's gonna be everything DIY, lifestyle, food, travel, hair, beauty, skincare, just everything. Just a bundle of everything that I have to bring to the table. And I definitely will be making a post on this, a little bit more descriptive if you're interested. So make sure you subscribe, because then you know when I post. But you guys, besides that, that is all that I have. I'm so excited to try this foundation out and then to try Fenty Beauty. Once again, I highly recommend it. No, I don't have her highlighters on. This is NARS blush. Somebody asked me that earlier. I didn't get a chance to get my hands on her highlighters, but baby, I will soon. But besides that, I will see you guys in my next video. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos. But that is all that I have, you guys. I love you guys so much. See you in the next video.